All right, Bob Davis here, longtime voice of the Kansas Jayhawks. First off, what does it feel like? What's going through your mind right now to be inducted in the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame?
I feel like a lot of my ball cards came to life here tonight. People I've followed and admired, some great basketball players, football players, and other great Kansas athletes that are here and already in the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame. It's really a funny feeling when you're a contributor, is the title for a broadcaster getting in. It's a great honor, but we make our careers by talking about the success and failures of others and living those lives. But it's been great to be here tonight and see a lot of people I know, and we get reacquainted with some folks from around the state.
And talk about some of those guys you're talking about, Darnell Valentine, you have Max Falkenstein here. Talk about how nice it is to have so many guys that you worked with.
Well, yeah, Max and I worked together for, I guess, about 26 years. We did a national championship together in '88. Had a lot of great fun. Traveled it seemed like the whole world. We've been in Alaska and Hawaii and about everywhere in the United States. But it's great always to see him. He's a jewel and a treasure at this stage, and I was really appreciative of him coming down tonight.
And you're talking about all the places you've traveled to call games. What are some of the top places that you've called games at? And it doesn't matter if it's basketball, football, baseball, whatever.
Well, basketball, certainly Allen Fieldhouse is as good as anywhere. But I've been to Kentucky and Indiana and Madison Square Garden and all the Pauley Pavilion in L.A. The venues are interesting, but nothing quite like Allen Fieldhouse when you're talking about basketball.
And now that you're retired, your first year out of retirement, what are you doing with your time?
Well, we have 3 grandchildren, so we get to spend some time with them. And I've been to the first 2 home football games, so I'm just a sports fan now. And there's lots of sports for me to watch on television, that's for sure.
And you're talking about your son. He may be the best broadcaster in the family. How awesome is that to have your son be able to do the same thing you've done?
Well, I think it's great, and he is really good. I'm prejudiced, I know, but I can listen and listen as a fan or a dad or whatever, but he is good. And he does college basketball. He did minor league baseball for 9 years, the Royals system. He does 2 football games every week on television in Kansas City. So he's I would say, an up-and-coming guy.
What advice do you have to maybe the new generation that wants to follow in your footsteps?
Well, it's a different game now. With television is so big. ESPN changed everything with the all sports channels, and I call them the smaller ESPNs around the country, like Metro Sports came on in Kansas City, now Time Warner Cable, and a lot of cities have all sports channels on their system. Radio was the thing when I was starting out, and radio was where you did play-by-play. That's still okay, but there's so many more opportunities now, not only for guys but for females as well to do well in television. So it's a whole new ballgame, so to speak.
And you started in radio, and kind of what made you stick with radio, especially when TV became more popular?
Well, I did some television. I did the Royals television for quite a while. I have done a little TV. I worked, of course, in Hayes we had radio and television, so I did 10 o'clock TV stuff. But it was just more radio in those days. And in fact, it sounds funny, but when I started in television in Hayes, our local programming was still in black and white. So that goes back a ways.